What's up everyone, welcome back to what is going to be a fairly short video here in our lawn. So today I mowed, not on this pattern, on this pattern here. Just knocked that out. Really it was pretty charity. I wasn't cutting much off at all because it hasn't rained. It still won't rain. You can hear it's October 8th and I have to water. I hate watering, but it is what it is and we got to do what we got to do because we got some pretty nice temperatures here and I want to help the grass grow through it, as this is a great time for cool season turf. It loves this time of year and I want to make sure it has the water to continue to do that. But I will give a quick update on the seed in the front at some point, but what I want to show you back here and what I just did is, so let me talk about why. Around the putting green, some of the areas are kind of tricky to mow because I don't want to go over the green with the gravely and start to kind of rut it up a little bit doing that. So I kind of go around it or whatever, and it's not very convenient to do so. So what I decided to do is scalp down a couple chipping areas. So I brought the Honda out, bagged that down to the lowest setting, and then welcome back to the Great States 5-blade. Have that set at a 1/2 inch, and went over and cut myself a fringe and a couple chipping areas. So let's take a look. The filtered lighting here is really not ideal, but you can see we go now from putting green to fringe, and then fringe to the rest of the yard. And then what I did is, so over here where I would have to kind of do these little back and forth paths in here, I have taken and made this all a big kind of mowed down area to chip from, and that will chip to the green like this, as well as below where it was not very convenient down here as well. So I took out this strip is now cut down, and then back here is all cut down over to the tree and back to the trees. So this is all kind of a closer mown section now to be able to hit some shots out of kind of around the green. That's a little bit easier to do than hit it out of even the 2.5, 3 inch rough that I have now. And then we can take a dedicated look at the putting green as well. It's filling in. I hit it with 402 Flora Green and RGS a couple days ago, watered it. It's about to get watered here as the sprinklers walk across the yard. And it's just continuing to fill in and doing really well. Also, it would have been yesterday I posted to Instagram this clip here of me rolling a couple putts on the putting green, making it look all sorts of quick. Also, I have an Instagram now, so go follow that if you wish to see. It's a lot of just the pictures I take after mows. You know, I'll probably post pictures of stuff that maybe doesn't make it to videos or isn't going to make it to a video for, you know, until later that week or whatever. So if you want to see some of the smaller projects, just little updates here and there, you can check out my Instagram. It is just my name, same as the YouTube channel. So go check that out as well. So I'm going to wrap this up here this morning. Going to play some golf. Son's at school. Wife and daughter are off at the zoo with some friends. So it's as good of a time as any to introduce and kind of talk about my low-cost program. So over here in the side yard, I had historically referred to this as weed stripes. Lawn that shall not be named, the side yard. It was neglected because I had a lot more work to do than, and the budget wasn't all that free to throw a bunch of money at this little section off the side of my yard. So if you come down to the road, what you're used to seeing and used to hearing me talk about is back over here, the main part of my yard and the backyard. And then this is the area over here. It's about 3,500 square feet. And what I'm doing is I, this year, have run a $25 per 1,000 square foot program. That was a pre-emergent, 2 blanket weed controls, a May, July, September, and then I will put down one last fertilizer application here. So I don't really need to go back and look for that much before footage because I can show you what it looked like before. It's what my neighbor's lawn looks like still. All through here, basically almost no grass and just plantain and creeping Charlie. And so, and you can, it even, because it's not all filled in, so this all creeps into my bare spots. And this really got cooked over the summer. But we can come back over here and you can see kind of where we've really gotten it to. Is to here, and it's not something you're gonna write home about. It's still recovering from drought, and it's still actually enduring drought because it just won't rain here, despite the fact that we've now gone through fall. But even despite all of that, it's still looking pretty good. But we've made it from where it was to where it is now on a pretty cheap, pretty low effort program. And so what I am going to do next year is run what will be the first project lawn that I've done. And I typically have not done project lawns because I live at a project lawn. So I haven't had the time or the effort or the desire to do that. But actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this program on my brother and sister-in-law's yard. They're people that really don't care. They have never taken care of it, so it's really never gotten treated, fertilized, anything like that. Weed killer, anything. And we're gonna see on this minimalist program on a 4,000 square foot yard, so it's gonna cost them, or me, I don't know who's paying for it, it might be me, $100 for the year. Not a month, not anything like that. $100 all year will cover every weed killer fertilizer that we put on that yard. And I wanna see people who aren't like me, people who don't really care what their yard looks like, what can we do for them for $100 and as little effort as possible. So that's gonna be the project next year. I'll get over there at some point, get some footage of what the yard looks like right now, so we have where we're starting from, and then we'll see next year where we get to.